Tonight on Texas News Channel, a new monument in Austin,
UT celebrates first-generation college students,
and an update on last year's campus stabbing.
You're watching Texas News Channel,
your leader for live, local UT coverage.
Good evening and welcome back to Texas News Channel. For Monday, November 12th, I'm Carli Rappapport.
And I'm Alaina Brownfield. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Alaina, how was your week so far?
It was so good. Thank you for asking.
good.
How was yours?
It's pretty good. This weather's been a little iffy, but...
Oh, I love it.
What did you do for Veterans Day?
I celebrated with my grandfather, who is an ex-Marine.
Oh, wow, that's so nice. Well, speaking of Veterans Day, there is a new monument dedicated to Texas military members and their families who served after 9/11. The monument names the Price of Liberty, showing a soldier being pulled away from his wife and daughter by Lady Liberty, who is featured as an angel. If you'd like to look at it yourself, you can find the statue between the Capitol and the main visitors parking lot.
I'm definitely going to take the time to go see that monument.
Yes, no, I definitely want to go take a look also. It sounds really neat.
Sounds really beautiful. Here at UT, there was a celebration of our own. You might have noticed it when our social media, we showcased our reporters that are first-generation college students. Texas News Channel brings you to the scene on this special day.
More than 500 first-generation students, faculty, and staff celebrated First-Generation College Day on Thursday at the UT Tower. The national event honors first-generation students and their accomplishments at colleges across the nation. On campus, the First-Generation Commitment Working Group hosted the celebration at the Tower, which included refreshments, a station for students to write thank you letters for people who had supported them, and a photo booth.
Our goal for the event is to make sure that first-generation students feel a sense of belonging on campus, that they know that they're welcomed, that we're proud, and that we're happy to support first-generation students in their journey on our campus.
On social media, #CelebrateFirstGen trended to recognize first-generation college students across the nation. #FirstGenLonghorns trended at UT to highlight first-generation students on campus.
Approximately 20 to 22% of our students are self-identify as first-generation college students. The students actually self-identify at the beginning of their admissions and application process, and we utilize that information as a part of the committee work that we do here on campus to celebrate our first-generation college students.
At the Tower, the celebration concluded with a group photo on the steps of the main building. Gonzales, Texas News Channel.
Students can now enjoy 60 new desks at the Fine Arts Library. The renovated 5th floor also includes new carpets, paint, a seminar room, increased shelving space, and enhanced Wi-Fi. This comes after students protested last spring over the relocation of materials from the Fine Arts Library due to a lack of storage space. I don't know about you, but I have been having some Wi-Fi issues of my own, so I am very happy with this news.
Oh, enhanced Wi-Fi is a definite plus.
Yes, and that definitely hurts when you're trying to register.
Oh.
Well, Longhorn, speaking of registration, registration has come and gone. But if you're like me, you are relieved that it is over. But for some students, their class schedule is still up in the air. While some courses do not have enough students enrolled, TNC took to the streets to hear what students think about this issue.
I would say in my experience, it's usually just like sort of like what Natalie was saying, people just not really knowing what the class is, / not wanting to risk being the guinea pig too is another thing.
I'm actually in a class right now that might be canceled because the time was changed really late in the registration period. So there are only like 5 people enrolled in it right now and they need at least 10. So it's a small class already.
In more serious news, it has been over a year since the tragic stabbing outside Gregory Gymnasium, which left 1 dead and 2 injured. Last week, defendant Kendricks White agreed to a trial without a jury. White's attorney says he will plead not guilty by reason of insanity. The trial is scheduled for the 2nd week of December, but a specific date has not been set.
It's so sad. It's so scary with all of these threats on campus.
It's a very scary time.
Yeah.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
We asked UT students how they feel about election results and Austin waterways.
I'm disappointed. There was a lot of, I guess, hype for Beto O'Rourke to win. I'm gonna push to be more politically involved in things and get people to vote.
People were really motivated and everyone was mobilized and everyone was going to vote. So that warmed my heart a little bit, seeing everyone really participate.
I'm probably going to actually knock on doors for further grassroots campaigns in the future, definitely, yeah, because it's very close, so.
It definitely showed progress. It gave a lot of hope and faith to a lot of people that always felt like their voices weren't heard. So I think that it's definitely a stepping stone for the future.
Bastrop police responded to a bomb threat at local Buc-ee's Sunday afternoon. All employees and customers were quickly evacuated from the iconic gas station while Bastrop PD investigated. No evidence of an explosive device was found. However, the incident is still under investigation. BPD believes that there is no danger to the public.
That's so scary, especially with the Austin bombing that happened.
I know. I wasn't here personally, but I knew some of my friends who were here.
Yeah, it was a really scary time. Well, in good news, our alumni friends at Rooster Teeth raised $1.4 million over the weekend for Extra Life, a charity which raises money for Children's Miracle Network hospitals. The money will go directly to Dell Children's Medical Center and will be put towards buying necessary equipment, funding critical treatments, healthcare services, and charitable care.
I think we can always do more to help our community.
Yeah, definitely. I think as students, we have an obligation to volunteer a lot more than we already are doing. Speaking of volunteering, well, what a great way to help out the community. If you're looking to do your part, look no further than the Austin Animal Center. The shelter is overflowing with cats and dogs in need of a home. More than 18,000 animals come in each year. Over the summer, AAC experienced a large population surge and are waiving adoption fees on and off to help with the leftover crowding. Communications and Media Manager of the Austin Animal Center, Jennifer Olahan, says the shelter is in need of volunteers and donations, but are using what they have to make it work.
We're never going to euthanize for space or convenience, and so if they're not getting adopted or going to foster, they've got to go somewhere, and we're always going to be super creative in finding a way to, make them comfortable here.
It's so good that they're trying to get every pet adopted.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, it breaks my heart. I want to take all of them.
Me too. A different set of struggles is affecting pets and people in California. A series of wildfires is destroying parts of Southern California, with entire neighborhoods such as Calabasas completely evacuated. Over 265,000 residents left their homes as the fires spread. Some of our own Longhorns are feeling the crisis here in Texas. Texas News Channel scheduled an interview with a fellow student affected by the fire, but she had to return home last minute to be with her family after they evacuated. TNC sends their thoughts to Rebecca Longren and all other fellow Longhorns and Californians affected by the fires.
Here in Texas, Governor Abbott says 200 firefighters, 55 engines, and Texas Forest Service teams are on their way to California. The Austin Fire Department took to Twitter to share this video of members and units from AFD's Texas Interstate Fire Mutual Aid System. Well, Austin Fire Departments announced Friday that Lake Austin, Lady Bird Lake, and some parts of the Colorado River are now open for commercial and recreational use. These waterways were closed from the public for nearly a month following Austin's historic flooding in October. Lake Marble Falls and Lake LBJ still remain closed due to fast-moving water and debris.
Now, I don't know about you, but I am very excited for this winter weather.
Well, I am definitely not. I did not come to Texas for this cold. As an out-of-state student, I was expecting it to be 80 degrees all the time, and I am very disappointed that it is not.
Well, I think it's a very nice surprise.
Well, let's see what Mercedes has for us in the Weather Center. Mercedes?
Thanks, Carly. If you were brave enough to step outside, then you know winter is here. I'll let you know how cold it's going to be, how cold it's going to get right after the break. Welcome back to Texas News Channel. It's time to bundle up as Texas prepares for its first freeze tonight. The National Weather Service issued an overnight freeze warning in effect from 8 p.m. tonight until 10 a.m. If you're hoping this freeze cancels class tomorrow, then let us know on Twitter by voting on our poll. The @ is on your screen. Whether we have class tomorrow or not, one thing we can be sure is that Tuesday's temperatures will be cold. The high will reach up to 45 and the low will be 30. But with wind gusts up to 35 miles per hour, it may feel closer to the teens. It's important to dress appropriately for the weather. The National Weather Service recommends you dress in layers, with a hat, mittens, or insulated gloves. The cold will continue through the rest of the week. On Wednesday, we will see sunny skies with a high of 52 and a low of 34. Thursday will continue to be sunny with a high in the low 60s and a low in the 40s. And again on Friday, we'll see a high in the 60s and a low in the 40s. The weekend looks a bit better, with highs in the 50s and lows in the 60s. This week's freeze comes early in the season for us here in Texas, so we can expect it to get colder and colder as you reach the winter. Hope you've got your winter coats ready and hot chocolate brewing on the stove. It's going to get cold. Live from the Weather Center, Mercedes Gonzales.
Thanks, Mercedes.
Don't go anywhere. When we get back, Justin Morris from TSTV Sports will join us. Stay tuned.
Welcome back to Texas News Channel. We're joined by Justin Morris from TSTV Sports, here to update us on the latest in Longhorn athletics. Well, welcome, Justin.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm great. How are you doing today?
Doing pretty well.
Doing pretty well?
Yeah.
Well, tell us what's going on.
Well, coming off of a pair of heartbreaking losses, the Longhorns took the bus up to Lubbock on Saturday for a night against Texas Tech Red Raiders for another nail-biter. Let's go to the highlights. Texas Tech quarterback Jet Duffy makes a 5-yard touchdown to Red Raiders' TJ Vasher. Early lead for Texas Tech. Now Sam Ehlinger passes it to Little Jordan Humphrey, a 19-yard first down. Very pivotal for the Longhorns. Here he is again, Sam Ehlinger. 9-yard pass to Little Jordan Humphreys once again, giving the Longhorns the touchdown. And the fans are loving it. Handoff from Ehlinger to Keontae Ingram, a 2-yard rushing touchdown. And that gives Texas the lead. Texas Tech would not go down without a fight as Jet Duffy makes a 57-yard touchdown all the way downfield to Antoine Wesley. Connecting with him, gets the Red Raiders into the end zone. Sam Ehlinger to Devin Duvernay, a 39-yard touchdown, throwing it pretty far downfield. The Horns are up 34-17 at this point, heading into the fourth quarter. But Texas Tech would not go down without a fight. Fourth quarter, Texas Tech quarterback Jet Duffy makes a 9-yard pass to Wesley, a touchdown that will tie the game. Ehlinger takes the ball, nobody to pass it to, so he's going to run it 18 yards for a first down. And with seconds left, we have the winning play from Sam Ehlinger, connecting with Little Jordan Humphreys' 29-yard touchdown. And that is the same corner that hurt many Longhorns' hearts a few years back, where Mike Crabtree made an incredible pass. The Texas Longhorns win 41-34.
Well, thank you so much, Justin. Let's head over to Paula to see what's new in Hollywood. Paula?
Thanks, Carly. Coming up next, we'll talk a dog that beat all the odds and a cute goodbye from an even cuter toddler. We'll be right back with your entertainment news. Welcome to Texas News Channel. Stan Lee, the co-creator and publisher of Marvel Comics, died today at the age of 95 at a Los Angeles hospital. Lee was behind the creation of superheroes like Spider-Man, Hulk, Iron Man, X-Men, Thor, The Fantastic Four, and Avengers. He was also known for making cameos in his films. Our thoughts go to his family. Todd, known as the hero dog, won the first ever Milkbone Award at the 2018 Streamies. Fans voted for him after he bravely took a snake bite to the face in order to protect his owner. Todd's owner was ecstatic after receiving the award and spoke with Billboard, stating, "Todd's story was a big highlight for us as a family. I think it's safe to say that a dog really is a man's best friend." Here we go for our viral video of the week. One toddler was spreading the love at a festival in Atlanta with free hugs. 2-year-old Jude Sassby wore millions of hearts after a video of him giving hugs to total strangers went viral. Jude made it his personal mission to give every festival attendee a hug after his parents said it was time to go home. Sometimes all you need is a hug from a cute baby to make your day. That's it for me. Live from the Entertainment Center, I'm Paola Quiroz.
Well, thanks, Paula, and thank you for tuning in. Before we go, you may have noticed that sometimes our audio here at Texas News Channel can be a little wonky. Well, that's because we're in need of some new equipment. TSTV is running a fundraiser to upgrade all of our equipment so we can bring you the best news and content possible. If you or anyone wants to contribute to this goal, you can find our fundraiser at hornraiser.utexas.edu/TSTV. Anything helps, and we appreciate whatever you can give to help us bring you the best news around the 40 anchors. As always, if you have a news tip, email us at news@texasstudenttv.com.
Be sure to follow us for news updates throughout the week. You can follow us on Twitter at Texas News TSTV and like us on Facebook. I'm Alaina Brownfield.
And I'm Carli Rappapport. Have a great week.